This is Lord of Mafka, aka Roganized Rhyme, and in today's video, I want to talk about many more men must quit society. I, for one, think it's a really beautiful thing that you see many more men drifting away from the society and just doing their own thing in life, and they are cutting off all the restrictions, whether that has to do with the people that are in their family, the people they thought that cared about them deeply, and they're just cutting ties with them for good. And I think that this is a great thing because, for one, it's sending a message to society that all of the disrespect that you've given guys for years about how they aren't good enough, about how it doesn't matter about the opinions they have to conform. I think that this is a very great thing that we're seeing come out right now in society. That more men are starting to wake up and realize that the effort that they're putting in, it doesn't mean anything to these people out here. And for all the people that are against men going their own way and just quitting the society, these are some wicked people that you shouldn't listen to at all. Don't believe any words that come out their mouth because they are not for men's freedom. They do not want us liberated. They don't want us having our own minds, dude. So that should already tell you what these people think about you. They view you as a battery just to drain, someone that they can feed off of, as a like they're little parasites that just feed off your pain and suffering. And you have to starve a parasite. You can't let it get any food because that's what a lot of these corporations are. Everything that we see around us is feeding off our misery, isn't it? There's no way that you should have men that are above the age of 25 and they're having issues trying to make it on their own out here, having their own house, having a girlfriend in their life, and creating a family soon. You should not have men like this, but with the society that we live in, it's more oppressive day by day towards men's needs. I mean, when you look at how males' intimate needs are just demonized, I mean, it should really just show you that this stuff is not worth going after in society. Your dignity, your self-respect, it's not worth to trade that in all for someone to notice you. And I've learned that many times in my life, and I'm glad that a lot of younger guys are learning that way earlier than they are supposed to learn. Because what it is doing is it's dissolving this matrix that we live in. Because a lot of dudes, it's brutal out here for them. I mean, they can't even get someone to actually notice them as a human being. They're always told that, oh, you're just needed to do this activity here. You're just needed to be useful and provide resources for me. You have to be a utility as a man. You have to fight for a place that doesn't care about you, regardless of if it's over politics, regardless of if it's over people. You're always forced to have to fit into a certain mold, a narrative. And I think that it's high time for us as guys to break away from that totally, dude. And the people that you see hating on this is the people who run scams, the people who rely on the misery of men. I mean, why do you think these dating coaches are so filled up with rage that they're not getting as much as money as they would get in the past? Because a lot of dudes have woke up and said, none of this nonsense game, it works. The girl either likes you or she doesn't. So this is the beautiful thing about more guys just waking up and saying, you know what, I'm done with this. Like, I don't need this society. And the more that you're able to live your own life and have a clear mind, that's when you realize that you're becoming even more closer to freedom. Because you no longer care about anyone's opinion, man. Like, someone could tell you, oh, you're this and that. Oh, you're a loser. You're not worth anything. You have nothing. And you won't care about it because you already know that person is useless to your life anyway. So you're finally doing yourself a favor of letting go all of the negative people in your life. You're letting go all of the restrictions that are around you. And you're finally being able to live without any type of consequence from people's opinions whatsoever. And this at the end of the day is what it's all about. Guys regaining their sovereignty, not being controlled by anyone, finally being able to look in the mirror and respect yourself somewhat from all of the trauma you've been through, dude. I mean, it's a shame that you had dudes that have been rejected multiple times by their family, women, jobs. No one cares to even look these guys' way without saying something just bad about them. I mean, what type of society do you think you're going to create when you continue to destroy the self esteem and just the emotional goodness inside of men? A lot of us started off as really good and just chill people to be around that would help you with an instant of a heartbeat. We would go down our way to really just try and help you out. But due to how the world has shaped our experiences, the people around us, we no longer are doing that because we realize the hero always loses in the end. The villains are who win always. I mean, you can believe it or not, but look at the world you live in, man. You have just corruption 24/7. People are being taken advantage of mentally, emotional wise to buy a certain product. They're being told they're not good enough to where they may mess their own lives up just so they can fulfill the needs of someone else around them, man. And you as a guy especially, whether you're younger, middle age or older as a man, you can't let yourself get caught up in that because it's never worth your individuality as a man to let other people decide how you have to live your life. I mean, that's the whole foundation of being a man is deciding how you want to live your life on your own terms, man. And it doesn't get any more better than that. This is why I actually want to turn this YouTube thing into something. So I can finally be my own boss. Because this has been all about independence. Gaining liberation from a world that has told you that you were never good enough. You were told that you're always going to be a servant, and we're not going to take it anymore, man. We're going to start to create our own systems. We're going to start investing in ourselves fully until we have cut off all of the negative and troublesome people in our lives, man, to where we don't need contact with these people and we can finally just live our lives somewhat and cope with whatever we have, dude. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. So don't get distracted by all these things that you see on the news, the things that people are talking about right now with all these political skirmishes going on. These are all just another blueprint of how to make you submissive to what the masses want for you. And you don't want to be a part of what the masses want you to be, man, because you're always going to get the bad outcome at the end of the day. So I think that this is a great thing that more men are just starting to say, I'm doing my own thing from now on. I don't care what anyone has to say about it. Like later for you bozos, I'm going to do things my way from now on, regardless of if you like it or not. As long as I'm not hurting anyone, as long as I'm not intruding on anyone else's space, I'm totally fine here. So don't come over to my side trying to tell me how to run things and everything will all be all good. So, yeah, more men leaving society. This is what's needed right now. Because we're tired of being told that we have to do something in order for someone to like us. We don't have to do anything for you. We can do things for ourselves and be good. Because the more that you try to help people, the more that you always try to go out your way and make sure that other people are fine around you, because we always have this doctrine in society of being selfless. Oh, if you're selfish, you're a horrible person, you're disgusting. These are all brainwashing tactics. The more selfish you are, the more you increase your chances of winning mentally and emotionally. The more you're able to be in control. Everything around you, because this is where people love to talk about, oh, you're a manipulator, you don't know how to treat others. Everything around you, every ad that you see being advertised in front of you is manipulation. Every type of conversation you have with a person for them to possibly sway your opinion and them to get energy from you, just your time and you putting your being into that conversation is manipulation. The only difference is when you start being selfish and taking back your independent power, you're the one that's in control now. So always have control, guys, of whatever you can in your life and cope with whatever tools that you have around you, man. because these people, they're not worried about what's going on in your life. They're not worried about if you're crying on your pillow every day because some girl in high school rejected you horribly in front of a group of people. They're not worried about how your family does you bogus at every family eat out. They're not worried about that, man. So do yourself the favor and stop caring about what these people have to say, man. Do your own thing and keep it pushing, because everyone is always going to have a difference of opinion. The only difference is here is that you can no longer care about other people's opinion, because you already know their opinion is only there to hinder you from seeking after the things that you might want to go after, and stopping you from enjoying whatever you can that's left in your life, man, that you even if you still have the ability to enjoy it, they're going to stop you from doing that. So it's a very just brutal era that we're living in. And this is why I say practice being by yourself and getting used to it 24/7, because that's what the life of a man who chooses to embark on his own journey, especially, is going to be like. You're going to be alone. This lifestyle is not for every guy. Not every one of us are going to make it, but the men that are strong willed, the men that are unyielding towards their goals, of whatever they have left within them that they want to try and make come true, man, even if they're able to do it, you have to stick to this lifestyle, man. It's not easy, but if you get the results, then maybe it will be worthwhile. But never do things to please other people, man. But you guys take care. Like and subscribe if you're new. My sinus is feeling a little better, guys. I've tried all the suggestions that you guys were telling me in the comment section. So thankfully, we've seen an improvement in this video with how more clearer that I'm talking. Thankfully, so I will keep it up, and thank all you lads for tuning in, boyos, and I'll catch you in another video. And like I always tell you guys, stay away from the modern woman. Thank you.